Oh, hello, and welcome to another Today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. August 4th edition, all day. That's right. And what happened today? Why, in 1863, Gustav von Cyphertits was born. Who can say this name with a straight face, I ask? Really interesting character, actor. He was a character actor very early in Hollywood history, playing Professor Moriarty opposite Sherlock Holmes in some very early, like 19 teens Sherlock Holmes films. I want to say he played opposite John Barrymore, but it might have even been like before John Barrymore was doing films and was like on the stage still. Could be wrong about that, but what else? He played in Sparrows opposite Mary Pickford, where he was a horrible human being who stole children from the neighboring swamps or bayous or something and made them work in his farm. And if they didn't do what he said, he would pick them up and throw them into the swamp to be eaten by alligators. And like it happened in the movie, it was a great film. Sparrows with Mary Pickford and Gustav von Cyphertits. He also played mad doctors and just like crazy scientists in a film called The Wizard. I don't think I have anything. Well, over there. I'm not going to take it off the wall. Yeah, with a really crazy gorilla character in that movie that is like very shocking. Also played slightly less of a role. I think he was like a high priest in was it the Miriam C. Cooper She? That was kind of like his follow-up to King Kong in the mid-30s. I was very lucky to drive Forrest J. Ackerman to the Aero Theater in Santa Monica, where Forey, Ray Bradbury, and Ray Harryhausen introduced and did like a Q&A for a recently, at the time, remastered version of She, overseen by Ray Harryhausen. And the two Rays and Forey together just like kept cracking up over like saying Gustav von Cyphertits to a sold out crowd of adoring fans, and by the end they just had like everybody rolling. It was just magical, I gotta say. So that's my Gustav von Cyphertits story for you. Louis Armstrong, born today, 1901. I was thinking about this earlier. I should have gone to the Louis Armstrong house in Queens and done this from there, but no such luck, can I say. Helen Kane, born today, 1904, who the Fleischer brothers may have like completely ripped off her shtick in the creation of Betty Boop. But this gets really into the weeds very quickly, because there's another woman, Esther Jones, who may have like come up with this performance character first, and then in response, not to Esther Jones, but in response to Helen Kane's lawsuit, basically saying as much, the Fleischer brothers cast a series of other women as Betty Boop, both in like live action, like that one really great short with Bela Lugosi at a wax museum, and like doing the audio in various places, showing that like this is not your thing, but rather like ours and or nobody's, because this is just like what people are doing these days. I don't know what the answer is, but it's really unfortunate, because I'm sure one, if not most, of these women were completely exploited. Helen Kane, Esther Jones, and all the other women who just kind of got wrapped up in this highly successful cartoon character's wake. The film White Zombie premiered today, 1932. Fantastic movie. I feel like growing up, you can only see like really cruddy copies on television, public domain, or something like that, or um, like dollar store videos or something. And then more recent years, it's been remastered, or I guess like original footage has been, or elements have been found. I don't know which one, but it is really a great movie. Bela Lugosi at the height of his powers in his Murder Legendre character. The adaptation of what is it, Magic Island? I think so. Source material, the Halpern brothers. This is just desolate, haunting. It's not like a creaky, silly movie. It's very good, very good. Yeah, The Old Man of the Mountain premiered today, 1933, talking about the Fleischer brothers and Betty Boop. I think, if I remember correctly, this is the one with the like rotoscoped Cab Calloway in there as well. You really can't go wrong, with the exception of Helen Kane and Esther Jones should have been paid the royalties. Kembra Phaler, born today, 1961. I love the voluptuous horror of Karen Black, and Kembra remains inspiring and hypnotic and just a wonderful artist and performer, and I'm here for it. Here for it. The film Rock and Roll High School premiered today, 1979. What a great film. Absolutely. Maybe that's what I'll do today. I don't know. But wait, that's not all. Not even close. Nadia Bulkin, born today, 1987. So that's why I'm sitting here rereading some of my favorite sections of She Said Destroy. This is her first collection. There's another collection that she just recently had published, Issues with Authority. Also excellent, which includes Red Skies in the Morning. That was like a novella that she had published earlier in the year, which I've already read because I've had that for a while. And I'm just starting on this Issues with Authority, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And Nadia, along with so many of the weird fiction writers that frequent and are a part of the Necronomicon in Providence, I just find to be so inspirational. There's something to be said for the classics, but I am front row center for anybody new and talented and with vision and the ability to create in a particularly weird and scary world of today. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Nadia Bulkin, this is the present, this is the future of weird, and she's not alone, and we're all the better for it. There's a whole bunch of wonderful writers out there today who are delving into all sorts of creative, odd worlds for you to explore. That is it, the whole damn day, August 4th. So, see you tomorrow. Bye.